Back in this thing. Big shout out everybody waking up with us this morning. Radio Boss Hard Body Kiotti. Of course, if you're joining us live right now on YouTube, on Facebook, I definitely appreciate it. Oh, boom. Finna show y'all. Boom. Check, 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 check. Can you hear me on the Facebook and on the YouTube? Check, check, check. Peaks, what up, though? Let me see. Watch. Okay, y'all can hear on there. All right, we good. Hold on. Let's see. Watch the show. Okay, you can hear me? Okay, cool. So again, link in my IG bio if y'all want to watch some of these videos that I'm about to show y'all. You can listen to it on IG. Okay, they said they can hear now. Good morning, Vanessa. Shout out to everybody tapping in and tuning in. Coco, what up, though? Good morning. All right, here we go. So, a lot went on online, I guess, in the past day or so. They had an incident with Macaroni Tony getting jumped inside of the Galleria. Now, personally, I got involved with this because somebody from Macaroni Tony's family reached out to me and said, hey, somebody jumped on Tony at the Galleria. And I was like, somebody jumped on Tony at the Galleria? Like, that's really like his house. Like, Tony be at the Galleria almost every day. Different uniform, different feather, right? So I was like, dang. And so I said, she said, I have a picture, but I haven't posted the picture yet because, you know, the picture looked bad. So I said, well, send me the picture because I saw the video, but you couldn't really see like Macaroni Tony face in the video. You could see the outfit, you know, so you kind of figured it was Tony. And whenever she sent me the picture and I posted the picture, that's when people really start getting upset. So I'm probably responsible for the picture circulating online. But again, I just wanted to verify that, one, it really was Tony. And two, like, I was like, dang, that's kind of crazy. Like, somebody really whooped on Macaroni Tony. Now, some of y'all was talking crazy about Tony. No, this is what I need. Let me see. Some of y'all, whenever they said Tony got in the fight, I saw people talking about him touching people with the feather and this and that. Some of y'all was just,
they squabbling out there now. Yeah.
That's how some of y'all was, right? Like y'all heard Tony got in the fight, and y'all instantly was like, "Yo, hey man, somebody finally got bro for touching on people with the feather." Real talk. I looked online. I seen people posting videos like this. Shout out my little brother. Shout out my little brother Hood Star Chance. Everybody started posting they Macaroni Tony videos. Everybody started posting the videos with him in the outfits touching on people with his feather, right? So I did actually get a chance to talk to Macaroni Tony yesterday, right? And we had a pretty good conversation. He did say he's all right. He did talk and sounded like he was his regular self. Me and Tony talking. Somebody hit my line while we was on live last night and was like, the girl is on the Isaiah Factor right now. So my thing was, I wanted to clarify a few things. First and foremost, everybody was like, and if y'all in the comments right now, they said, hey, he touched a 13-year-old and this and that, right? it was a lot of stuff that was floating around online that put people at a higher sense of alert. We never want to talk about, and this is nothing to shame the victims, or let me say the alleged victims, or them coming forward to tell a story. That's never been why I looked at the story and was like, hey man, that ain't cool, or this ain't cool. I'm gonna let y'all see the video real quick if you hadn't, because I didn't watch the full video. We'll watch the video right now of what happened from, I guess, the young lady who was involved in the altercation on the Isaiah factor.
I had sent him a picture of the man in the suit, and then I had said, this man tried to hit my butt with a feather, with the feathers that he have, and he put the feathers in Yaya's face. Mind you, when they came back downstairs, I wondered why my daddy didn't have no face reaction. He didn't even see the message because the phone was in his pocket. So when they came back downstairs, I had told him, like, did you get my message? I said, so when I explained to him, he immediately went towards the man. And the man, he wasn't even like 6 feet away from us, because he was by Chick-fil-A line and Tennessee State, like it's right by each other. So I was eating, but then I really wasn't eating like that because I was already getting bad vibes. So my daddy had walked over there. I got up. My little sister and my little brother was still sitting over there. I was like, y'all stay right here. I'm gonna go over there. So I didn't go too close up there where my daddy was. But when my daddy my daddy confronted him, I don't really know what my daddy said because I wasn't that close to hear what my daddy said. But I know he was like this. Macaroni Tony had his hand like this. Like I can just see his lips moving like my bad, my bad. And so when I got close, my daddy like pointed at his head. He's like, don't you touch my kids. Don't you touch my kids. Don't you touch my kids. And then I don't know what the man said. I guess the man said something sarcastic. So my daddy had rolled his eyes and turned his head just like this. At that point, I was like this close to my daddy. He turned his head just like this a little bit. The man choked him, my daddy, from the behind. And because I guess he got like rings on his finger. I don't know what made that cut on my daddy. My daddy got like a deep cut under his eye. I don't know if it's a ring or the nails that made him cut my daddy, because I started seeing blood. As soon as I seen blood, I heard and ran up to the situation, and I just started punching the man because he was choking my daddy from behind, so my daddy couldn't do nothing. My daddy, he was choking my daddy from behind, so basically my daddy was faced this way and the man was faced him, so my daddy wasn't facing the man. So when he was choking him, he was like doing like this and like hitting my daddy in the head.
And that's what we don't see in the video.
That's what y'all don't see in the video. And it's crazy because everybody was recording. I'm pretty sure they even was recording when my daddy even walked up to the man, because my daddy was pretty loud and everybody was already seeing it. Mind you, everybody was surrounded by the man. When I had told him stop looking at me, they all were looking at the man the whole time like, bro, he really weird. That's what they was doing, because like he just kept like just doing little slick stuff. So when I ran up, I started hitting the man in the back of his head. Yes, I was hitting the man in the back of his head trying to get him off my daddy, because like I just went red, because I just went like blank, because like it's like I seen my daddy in harm. Like my daddy does not be doing all that at all. Like my daddy do not supposed to be doing that at all, and I'm very
okay. So it was something that was said that I heard. I see a lot of y'all in the comments saying
away from us, because he was by Chick-fil-A line and see the message. The phone was a man in a suit, and then I had said, this man tried to hit my butt with a feather.
This is why video statements be crazy sometimes. Like this why when you go to court, they tell you don't get on social media and make comments, because when you go to court, they use everything that you say and put out online against you. I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. She said this man tried to touch my butt with a feather. She didn't say this man touched me, grabbed me, cussed me out. According to the video, she said this man tried to touch my butt with a feather. She didn't say the man touched me. She said the man tried to touch my butt. Now, let me take that. This is Macaroni Tony's side of the story. Here we go. Hold up. Boom.
Let the people come in first, man. Let's build up. We just letting a little bit more people come in right quick.
Yeah.
And the Mac gonna say what he gonna say, but
Yeah. I'm saying like
let's wait. Let's let a little bit more people come in, Mac.
Yeah.
Before you say it, that way you ain't gotta repeat yourself too many times.
Yeah. What happened down at Galleria yesterday? Two young ladies walked by, the big girl and the little girl walked by, and I've seen them wave. I just waved myself, and I'm waving myself, feathering myself, and they walk on by. They about 15 feet away, and then when they look back, I just wave the feather like this here, and that's it. The whole thing is out of proportion. Well, me touching somebody with that feather is a damn lie. I didn't touch nobody with that feather or nothing. I'm chilling at the Galleria, chilling. That's all I'm doing is chilling. God damn, all these niggas coming, this nigga like he bad, come in my face, put his hand all in my face, touching on me, talking about I did something to his woman. I know what you talking about, nigga. I don't know about your woman, nigga. He talking about I did something to his woman. When he got through, I just grabbed, I got into it with it. I went through that on his ass, you know. Yeah, that's all it was happened, you know. And they jumped on me. A bunch of all his friends and shit jumped on me. That's all that happened. Yeah. And trying a 13-year-old, I don't know nothing about no 13-year-old. They got videos on that stuff. If I touch any old goddamn, as a matter of fact, I'm gonna take this goddamn shit to court. I'm taking this shit to court. I'm filing charges against these guys. Anything else?
Hey, Macaroni Tony talk funny. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Y'all can finally hear it. Macaroni Tony talk funny. That's my dog. The first time I actually heard Macaroni Tony have a real conversation, y'all, I was crying because I said, man, this dude sound funny, right? So here we go. Again. Two sides of the story. And you guys can listen to the videos. Both of the videos are online. Let me show y'all where the confusion comes in at. Even in Tony's version of the story, you hear him saying like he didn't touch 12 or a 13-year-old. Sometimes people got to get their family to get out the way, right? And I'm not talking about the actual inside the Galleria incident. That's not what I'm referring to. Online, it was multiple people that jumped on my page that were allegedly family members of the young ladies in the mall. And I feel like if you are a family member, then one, out of all of the stories that were circulating and floating online, there wasn't a story that started circulating that said, hey, there was a 18-year-old and there was a 12 or 13-year-old. Everybody was instantly just like, yo, he touched a kid with a feather, whatever the case may be. Now, as a dad, right? If somebody comes up to you and if your kids come up to you and say somebody hurt or harmed them, then as a dad, your job is to handle the situation accordingly, right? Whatever that looks like to you. I'm not gonna tell nobody how to parent their kids. I'm not finna jump in and say what you would or what you wouldn't do in this situation, because everybody says what they would do, but they don't really be in the situations. You know what I'm saying? And when stuff happens, and whenever people are right in the middle of the conversation or the altercation, you move how you move based on what you feel is appropriate in that situation. Okay. Again, this is not an attack on anyone's parenting skills or any of that, right? So if you look at my screen, the first message I got, it says, from a person that was at the food court when it went down. We just sat down to eat when I heard a minor call her dad saying some guy smacked her butt. Dad went over, got loud. I believe Tony struck first. When dad kept talking, kids jumped in. That's what happened. Right? I should have made this bigger. I guess somebody named, is it Chanel? Says, so it's okay because he's known he can go around touching kids. Absolutely not. So H-Town's Finest says, so I'm hearing you say it was because he touched someone's child. They said yes. She commented and said, yes, he touched my uncle's girls, and one is 13 years old. Then in another comment, the same young lady said, yes, my cousin is 12 years old. So I was like, dang, if it's family members that are allegedly defending our family in the chats and in the comments, how does the family member not know how old the young lady is? So when you have people online putting out information about a child is 12, a child is 13, the story just gets skewed. It gets bad because at the end of the day, now you're almost saying that bro is on some pedophile stuff. He's in the mall touching people with feathers. I'm not saying Tony was right or Tony was wrong, y'all. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not nobody's judge, jury, executioner, none of that. But being in the clubs and stuff, I know Tony knows the difference between a grown woman and a child. In my opinion, I feel like Tony knows the difference between a little kid and a grown woman. Where's Tony at? They said add Tony. If somebody said that Macaroni Tony touched them, the Galleria has footage. Because I just want to bring it all the way back around, right? If somebody is saying or alleging that Macaroni Tony is a pedophile, that he's touching little kids with feathers, and they make this accusation, Honey Kush Smiley said, WTF, he didn't file charges because he knows he was wrong. The question I asked was, did the dad stick around at the end to deal with the real life part of the situation? Because if they jumped on Tony because Tony violated his daughters, then at the end of the day, a part of the police report is, hey man, bro touched my daughters. I said something to him. When I turned around to walk away, he jumped on me, and that's why we jumped him. After you make the police report, at that point, now the police got to do their job and go look at videos and bring the tapes back because you handled the situation the way that allegedly, whenever stuff happens, it's like, cool, let me go ahead and look at the full scope of things. Yeah, they jumped on him, but they jumped on him because his daughter said that they touched him, and so that's why he confronted them in the first place. And then when Tony tried to choke him out, that's when the family jumped on him. Case closed. There's videos, these angles. This is where it happened at. We're going to look at the video here. There, okay, we see where he touched the kids with a feather. Tony, you in trouble, right? Because that's what makes sense to me. If you hit somebody in a car and run off, if you get into an altercation with somebody and y'all shoot at each other and you shoot them and kill them and you leave the scene, Laws is looking at that like, hey, man, if this was just another standard dealing, why did everybody leave? Why didn't y'all just stay and deal with the situation? If you say, hey, we had a physical altercation because this man touched my child, end of the story. All I'm asking is, if this is what really happened, why didn't we just stay and deal with the real part? We got to teach our kids how to deal with real life. Whenever you do something like that and you stomp out Tony and then you jump online, yep, my daddy whooped this dude. Yeah, that's what you get with our family. Y'all don't really want to fight. Y'all ain't talking about fighting. That's not really like the response that you put out whenever, you know, at the end of the day, y'all, they have a whole police task force that just sit online and go find tad bits and pieces of information to make us look bad. If y'all did, if you were in the same situation, let's take out all the, because I think some people is taking the variables and getting it messed up. If all of y'all are in the same situation, it's two sides to every story. Why not? Let's just both stay and we're going to tell our story and let's let them grab the camera angles and this and that. Tony saying, hey man, I didn't touch nobody. The young lady on the news said he tried to touch me with a feather. I didn't hear the young lady on the news say anything about he touched my sister with a feather or the younger. I'm not telling you, this is what's on Isaiah Factor. And this is what Tony is saying in his video. Why not stay and just deal with the logistics? Because it's their side, it's Tony's side, and then it's the cameras that recorded everything, right? So, man, if we stomped out and whooped bro, hey, man, if we stomped out bro and whooped bro, let's just stay in, let's just handle the situation. Because at least at that point, whenever the facts come out or whenever this video get online and we laughing and joking and talking, hey, we already dealt with that. This is why we did what we did. Boom. In my mind, and y'all, I'm just, to me, I'm not even going to say common sense, but to me, that would have been the way to handle the situation. Oh, and then the other comment said from another family member.
Neil H.
The other oh, hold up. I'm trying to add Tony. Macaroni Tony.
Yeah.
Good morning, man.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, Tony.
What up?
How you feeling?
I'm all right. I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm all right.
Tony, let me ask you a question. I know you didn't. You didn't see the video. You didn't see the video about what they said you did on the news.
Yeah,
Did you?
Yeah, I seen it.
Hold up.
Say what they saying. They trying to cover their tracks up, man. They know what they did. The dude came up punching on my face, telling me what I had did to his girl and all that stuff. And then they all of a sudden they saying that they said going about a little girl and all that. I ain't touched no little girl. I ain't did none of that stuff, dog.
Yeah.
They lying on that. They cover these facts. That's all they doing, dog. And look what suit going on right there, dog. I'm gonna find who it was. We gonna get all this facts together. They got a camera and video. They can show me everything I was doing in the video. They can show me out at the Galleria. We're in Galleria Mall. I go down there every day, man, chilling. I ain't did nothing, dog. I was down to chill that day. But people told me just chill for a minute, dog. Yeah. And I was chilling for a minute. I ain't do nothing, dog. You know, a dude get it on publication without no facts and nothing like that. He just do it because he play tough. He trying to be tough. That's how he's a tough guy. He jumped on me because he trying to be tough. You know, I fought back, and then now they stumped me, and that's how the thing started, dog.
So wait, so you saying before the video that we see, you saying before the video that we see that dude had already hit you first before you responded and went back and tried to get him back?
Yeah.
Okay. That's crazy. Cause that ain't what they saying online, or that ain't what the video showed online.
Yeah, they trying to say that they would have said when it first started off, he came up to me and talked about his woman and all that, talked to his woman and all that old crap. I don't know what the hell he talking about. I seen him walk by, pass on by. I ain't say nothing to her ass, you know. And, you know, he done not, and then he started punching out me, talking about, don't you ever do this to no woman, don't you ever do to my woman and all that old kind of crazy shit. I don't know what he talking about. And that's what he get built. Then that's how the jumped off. You know, that's how the stuff jumped off.
Okay.
I come Galleria Mall, I'm myself. I'm a cool, calm person, dog. I cool people I mess with. People I don't mess with and all that shit. I don't talk to them. I don't talk to them, dog.
Right. And
I go there, man. I've been going for years, man. I know how to conduct myself as a man.
Yeah.
I know how to conduct myself. They playing games now because they're in trouble. That's why. If you're in trouble, you be the old man down there. They don't know how old I am. They just do it because they want to be tough. That's all.
Man.
They would act without no conscience. They would act without conscience. I ain't checked on the girl. I ain't tell you did that. Now you throw her in there. The 13-year-old girl in there. You know.
Come on.
They don't know. We got suit going on, dog. You know. I know how to conduct myself. I go to clubs every day, you know. Yeah. You know, I go to Galleria, just like I go to, I pay my rocks, man. I know what to do. You know. Ain't nobody did somebody fighting them all high crazy stuff. Everybody tell me give them their blessing. Because I do give their blessing. You know, the young ladies, the young ladies. Ladies, not no kids. Ladies, beautiful blessing. That's all. I wait back. Their birthday, I give them a blessing, man. Something I thought about, I do as a thing for my thing, man. I give them a blessing. Their birthday party, they say, on my birthday, your birthday, I give them a blessing, man. I built the feather. That's all. That's an old tradition type of thing that I thought of. That's all it is, man.
Oh, so you say if you do touch somebody with the feather, well, you say if you touch somebody with a feather, that's like you giving them like a blessing.
Yeah, it's a blessing, dog. That's all. A blessing. I tell them I tell everybody it's a blessing. Give you a blessing. Everybody they're offended. You know, they say what they want to say, but that's a blessing. I tell them that easy. And they say, okay, that's okay, a blessing. What women go to the club? They'll mind me giving their blessing. You know, it's your birthday, girl, blessing. Okay, all right, you know. They know me to give their blessing. You know, okay, it's a thing now.
Tony, did you go see the doctor or somebody yet? You need to go see the doctor, man. Oh, you did go to the hospital. I see the band. I see the wristband.
I went to the hospital. I went to the hospital. Yes, I went to the hospital. Here's what's called right here. I still got it on. Yeah, I went to the hospital.
All right, you did go to the hospital. All right.
Yeah, I went to the hospital. Yeah, I had to go to the hospital, man. I was messed up. You know, I didn't know that most of that bad. I didn't know they had knocked me out. I didn't know they had knocked me out. I'm so cold. I'm so messed up in the head. They stoned me, man. They stoned me on the ground, man. I didn't know that knocked me out. I didn't see the video. I didn't even know that. I didn't know I was knocked out.
Man. Tony. Now you know, me and you go back, Tony. You know, we got a pretty good relationship, Tony.
Yeah, I know that. We go back, man. You know that.
Now look.
You know that, man.
Now, Tony, listen.
I ain't no fool. Hey, you know I ain't no fool, man.
All right.
I try to stay out. What spot I can, dog.
Wait a minute. Let me take your glasses off. Let me see your eye one more time. Take your glasses off. Let me see your eye one more time.
Yeah, it's messed up.
Oh, Tony. Ooh.
Yeah, it's messed up, man. They can't beat me, behind those stuff, My grandma, they beat me down. I don't gonna happen, He jumped me. He jumped me first behind nothing, dog. Talking about somebody just this woman, all that old kind of crazy stuff, man. Talking to this woman, all that old kind of crazy stuff, That shit out of doubt, But he ain't never got. He kept punching me in my face like this, punching me. We got woman, all that old crazy stuff like that, man. That's what he did, dog. That's what this whole stuff behind.
Hey, listen. Are you planning on pressing charges?
Yeah, I'm pressing. You think I ain't? They offended me.
Y'all say y'all playing.
Yeah.
Tony not playing, he pressing charges.
They lying on me. Cover their tracks. They just want something to do, man. Yeah, they just want something to do, man. Nigga ain't got that, man. They just want things to do, dog. I've been doing it for years, man. You know that. I know who mess with who not to. I don't mess with kids, dog.
So this is why I'm asking, Tony. 1010. Shout out my wife, 1010. This is why I'm asking. Somebody gotta do something so we can see the footage from the Galleria. Because the Galleria got the footage. If they say you touched somebody with a feather, Tony, they saying you touched a girl with a feather, you need to get that footage to prove your innocence.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm gonna try to get that. I'm gonna try to get it. This ain't gonna go away like that.
Cause Tony,
this ain't going away, dog.
Tony, I'm gonna tell you this as your friend. Listen, as your friend, everybody always say, man, your friend's supposed to keep it real with you. As your friend, if they told me or showed me a video that you touched a little girl with a feather, Tony, me and you will have a problem. Because it's not right for nobody to touch a little kid with a feather. Me and you talking as friends. As your friend, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Nothing is cool about touching a little kid with a feather. That's the story that allegedly came out. All right, here we go. Now, if you didn't touch a kid with a feather, Tony, I think you got a case. Now, because if you didn't touch a kid with a feather, then you got a case, because that's what's everybody is saying started this. They saying that you touched a kid with a feather. That's the story that went on the news, or that's what they saying.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Cool.
I agree with you on that.
All right, for real.
I know I ain't did that, man.
But I know you didn't either, Tony. I've been around you a long time. See, this the part. This the part. Okay, they talking about it ain't right to touch nobody with a feather. That's what Marcus. Shout out my brother Marcus. Mif 10. Listen, this ain't really y'all personal business, but when I say that Tony and I have a relationship, literally, Tony does art. A lot of y'all might not even know that. The brother really paints and does different stuff like that.
Right.
It was a certain point in time we was trying to figure out, man, how do we do your for real official Macaroni Tony t-shirts? So when people are like, y'all don't know, you talk about friend. Tony is really somebody that will call my phone and hey, you all right, brother? You good? You straight? Yeah. So at the end of the day, this is somebody said for clout. Y'all, that's how you know when you got young dumb dummies on your live. Clout. I don't need no clout. That ain't what we need. I don't care about no clout. What is clout? That's a clout. Come on, y'all. Chill. I'm alive, yeah. You all right? I love you too. You all right? It ain't no, come on, man. When Isaiah Carey did the story last night, did everybody say, oh, that's clout? No, man. It's a story that's out, and people are using their relationships to get both sides of the story, period. Yeah. So again, man, y'all please stop. Tony, man, we definitely, man, I hope that you okay in real life. Your eye look bad, man. You look like you got hurt, bro. Like
bad,
I
man.
hope you okay.
They're bad. They all side of my face is really messed up, dog. All side of my face, dog. From right here on my head, my skull, my jaw, and everything, all of it is really because they kept beating me right there. When I grabbed him, they beat me down here, beat me until I fell unconscious. I ain't know I was unconscious. They kept beating me.
Tony, wait. Tony, how old are you?
I'm 73, man. Well, I'm 74. You know?
Okay.
I'm having age, dog. You know?
All right.
You know? I know how to act among people, man. Among a group of people, man. You know? Public people, man. I know how to react, you know? I know how to act. I'm sitting there calm, man. And they jump on me like that there, dog. I said, I'm sitting out here. I'm going to be sitting on the table right here, on the corner of the table in front of everybody. I got to yell. I'm going to be cool as I want to be.
Yeah.
And they lying. They are lying. They are lying, dog. You know, they lying.
Hey, man.
I thought, yeah, because I got people that tell me, man, just calm down. You know, you say you're a facial figure. You're a figure, man. You're a personal figure. That, you know, you're a celebrity. You got to act like one. I said, okay, I'm just going to chill, man. You know, people told me that, man, you know. And I know I was cool that day. I was cool as I wanted to be.
Come on.
No.
Hey, man, I'm gonna shake you up later, Tony. I'm gonna let you go, but it's love. And man, I hope the situation gets resolved the right way. Listen, wait, one more question. So, whenever they jumped you, did any police come to help you? Did any police in the Galleria come to check on the situation or to see what happened after you got jumped on?
Didn't nobody do nothing, man. Send me to the hospital. They ain't do nothing. They ain't try to do nothing.
So the police inside the Galleria didn't come to check on you after you got after the altercation?
They did nothing. They don't even talk about the fella. They don't even talk about the fella at all. They just something that just say, well, what happened? Wow, we what did something. You know. They ain't talk about that. That wasn't even in the conversation. They ain't say nothing about it. They did, they took it. You know how people there. It's not police bills. Oh, it's a thought. He saw a feather. We'll take the feather, all that old shit. They ain't saying nothing about that. The feather wasn't even in the conversation. I still got the feather.
Man.
That wasn't even in the conversation. That was the kid, all that. Look, even the little kid, that wasn't even in the conversation. He talking to his woman, talking to his woman, all that stuff. I said walk by and everything, taking a book, hanging out all that crazy ass shit. I ain't say nothing. I just look at it and say, wow.
Tony, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
You definitely got beat up in the Galleria. And if nobody came to help, if none of the law enforcement, security, nobody came to help, I might go find me a lawyer or something, Tony. This ain't even about the fight. This is about something happened to you on their property, and they didn't.
I got fans. Did nobody help or nothing? They beat me down, dog. Nobody sit there and look like it's a thing to do. That don't generally happen. I know, God. You know, did nobody do not waiting on my friend and all that, kicking my friend, and they nobody say, they ain't question me on nothing, dog. You know it too. It shows that. You know,
hey,
they didn't see the beginning of it.
Hey, y'all, listen.
They said the end. Well, I got beat down, getting up, and all that old crazy shit. I just seen it. That's my first time seeing it. I didn't know that I took pictures.
Tony, you got it.
I didn't even know I was in the news, actually, until recently.
Tony, somebody better go file a police report so y'all can get this camera footage, Tony. You got to clear your names.
Yeah, okay, yeah, we got that.
You better everybody talking about who did what.
Hey,
y'all better.
They do. Hey, I hope they get the footage of the camera and they show you what happened. Show me, point at me and what I'm doing at the whole time I'm there.
Okay.
I ain't disrespect nobody.
All right, Tony. I'm gonna hit your line, man. Hey, brother, take some U-time, brother. I appreciate you for jumping on the live, Tony.
All
right. Shout out Tony, man. My thing is, that's the first time probably some of y'all ever heard Tony talk. Real talk. That's the first time some of y'all probably ever heard Tony really talk and have a conversation. For real. I'm gonna say this, right? To me, um, man, it's a sad story on both sides, right? I kind of been doing this a little while, so it's gonna turn out like this. I'm gonna tell y'all how it's gonna turn out. Somebody is finna go. I know the Galleria already got the footage queued up and waiting to happen. Hold up, this is Miss Janice. Hold up, y'all. Y'all talking about y'all want to talk about the boat fight. Hold up, I'm trying to go live with Miss Janice. Because now we got questions like, where was security? How did they keep, you know what I'm saying? That shouldn't have escalated to that point. Miss Janice.
Yes,
Hey, good morning. How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm okay. What's going on, Miss Janice? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you fine. I'm
What's
trying to figure out what's going on and why is all these people jumping in saying this and saying that.
you say you trying to find Miss Janice? These people on the internet say anything. You can't listen to them
Yeah, I know
comments.
they say anything. I know they say anything, but this is my point. If it's your child and somebody walk up to your child and do what they do, and you go to them and you explain, you let them know that it wasn't cool what they doing, and you walk off from the man, you leaving him after you told him that it was disrespectful. You don't appreciate him doing it, and if you walk off away from him, he had no right to grab the man.
Said, Mama, get off live. Said, Mama, get off the live.
Get off.
Okay. I don't think they wanted Mama on the live this morning, y'all. They went, Mama, get off the live. Now, I picked that up for a reason. Somebody hit me last night and said that but no, I ain't gonna say that on live. I ain't gonna say that on live. Listen, y'all. I feel like as Houstonians, we all gonna have our own feeling about what we saw on the tape, right? Right, wrong, indifference, right? But even if the situation went exactly how and you know what I really you almost feel bad for the dad, right? At the end of the day, imagine your kids tell you that somebody did something to them and you go to confront them and the situation go bad and you end up having to basically defend yourself or defend your kids. I've seen that situation go bad a few times, right? I seen that situation go bad a few times. Because again, y'all, we wasn't there. I wasn't there. But I'm just saying a lot of times it genuinely just be about trying to put yourself in other people's shoes, right? So for me, even if I was in the other brother's shoes, I might not have left at the end so I could stay there and really deal with the real situation. It wouldn't have been, the speculation at the end because we would have stayed there at the end and just dealt with whatever consequences came with me defending my daughters. You know what I'm saying? Because growing up in our community, a lot of time I know dads be like, hey man, I'm gonna do whatever. I go sit down for my kids. I'm gonna go do this or that for my kids. That's how in our communities, and I'm not talking about because I don't know how other community. I can only speak about my community and how we grew up. Like boys really be like, hey, behind my kids, it's whatever. You know what I'm saying? And that's how parents feel. I get that. But at the same time, I'm gonna stick around at the end so we can really figure out the business of it. You know what I'm saying? I know that if we get into an altercation or a situation, man, you got to stick around so you can really deal with the logistics of what's really going on. I don't think you can do that and then leave, because if you didn't do anything wrong in the situation, why are you leaving? Like, let's stay here and get everything handled or figured out. I don't expect people in comments to be like, oh yeah, that makes common sense. People don't do what make common sense. And people always like to get in here in the comment, man, I'm real, I never do this. Everybody be singing about, man, you never tell this or that, and people are still snitching. You know what I'm saying? I definitely understand a situation happening and you moving on past the situation, but if you're claiming someone assaulted your daughters or was sexually inappropriate with your daughter, and you defended that after the person attacked you from your side of the story, then at the end of the day, man, we're gonna stick around and deal with all of the whatever comes with this situation. I'm gonna be accountable for mine, and let's just deal with it. Right? In Tony's defense, Tony said, man, I didn't touch nobody with a feather. The man came up to me, touching me in my face. If you were in the mall and somebody came and mushed you or big faced you, even if they turned around, somebody done put their hands in your face. Somebody has violated your personal area. You know what I'm saying? So who's to say how you gonna react if somebody comes and mushes you or pushes you in your face? I don't know what you would do if somebody come mush you and big face you. You know what I'm saying? If somebody points and does all that, you might not just, we're not here to judge. I just need y'all to I think empathy is a thing that a lot of people forget about. Like everybody just say this, that. If somebody mush you or big face you or get to talking loud in your face and pointing and pushing, and it might not go that way. The one part of the story that I say it like this. Doe say he got to put is it time to put that feather down? He say the feather a blessing, though. I mean, if we going by the video says that he tried to touch him. The video says he tried to touch me with a feather. That's what the video says. So
I had sent him a picture of the man in the suit.
And then she said I sent her the picture of the man with a suit. Tony didn't have on no suit. He had on a tank top unless he took his jacket off.
And then I had said, this man tried to hit my butt with a feather.
Said this man tried to hit my butt with a feather. Man, it's just a crazy situation. You got to respect people's boundaries. Everybody don't go for the playing and the joking and the, you know. We gotta get the Galleria footage, y'all. Somebody call TMZ. Houston, we need the Galleria footage. We need that Galleria footage. Because Tony said he didn't do any of that. He waved at him with the feather and then he fanned himself. That's what Tony's saying. So, man, this situation is not over. Like, I'm sure more stuff will come out. It's crazy, Shane. All right, y'all. I'm gonna let y'all make it this morning. We'll if any more developments pop up, I'll definitely jump back on tomorrow. If y'all want to talk about the the god doggone the boat fight. Well, that boat fight, jeez. I'll say this. As soon as this footage comes out, somebody gonna be in trouble. As soon as this footage comes out, somebody is going to be in trouble. Either way. If Tony says, I didn't touch nobody with a feather, and a video comes out and shows Tony touching these young ladies with a feather in the Galleria, it's gonna be a problem. If the video comes out and Tony don't touch these young ladies with a feather, and all this stuff happened, somebody gonna be in trouble. Somebody is gonna be in trouble. You got to handle these situations the right way. We was in Beaumont on Christmas Eve about 3-4 years ago. I'll never forget this situation. I'm gonna share this with y'all, and I'm gonna get to this meeting. We were in Beaumont. This is a true story. And a guy was trying to talk to a girl or do something like that. And the girl say, whatever, nigga, woo woo, they going back and forth. And she was like, I'm gonna call my daddy up here. My daddy just got out of jail. I'm gonna call my daddy up here. Dude was like, okay, call your daddy, whatever, you know. You know, you be at the club and boys be being disrespectful, and I guess dude said something disrespectful, and the girl was like, I'm gonna call my daddy. Y'all, why the girl daddy came up there and got shot, died, Christmas Eve, gunned down in the parking lot. Fresh out of jail on Christmas Eve. I know a lot of time when these situations happen like this, we don't think about the what could have happened. Tony's 73, and I believe he's a vet. I do believe he served in the military in one capacity or another. Thank God he ain't had no gun. It was just a feather. Because what if they would have jumped on bro and bro pulled something out? Now your kids, your family is in a compromised situation. You know, like we don't teach ourselves to think about it could go bad. You know what I'm saying? So again, my thing is just like, sometimes it be unfortunate situations. But like I'm sure we've all heard inside of our community, man, trouble is very easy to get into and very hard to get out of. You've got to handle these situations the right way. If a gunfight breaks out and you shoot at somebody and kill them, you can't leave the scene. If two people hit each other in a car, you can't leave the scene. They call that a hit and run. if you jump and stump somebody out in the middle of a public place, I don't think y'all should leave. I think that we should, or if we leave, hey, let's leave and just go be sure that we go file this report. So if this come back up, no, they left, but they came to the police station and wrote a report and just made sure that their side of the story was, you know. So either way, when this camera footage come out, man, somebody is going to be in trouble. I'm not saying that either side is right or wrong. All I'm saying is that if it happened exactly how everybody said it happened, somebody should have made some type of report to be sure that that daddy is not in trouble after this video come out. That's all. That's all I'm saying, y'all. That's it. That's all. And then Tony need to go make him a report too, y'all. If Tony need to make a report for a different reason. Because if Tony got jumped on in the mall and no police came, no security came, we seen blood on the floor on the video, and nobody did nothing, Tony has a lawsuit, because at the end of the day, that happened on your property. Y'all, we've seen people drop a hot cup of coffee in their own car from McDonald's and get paid. We've seen people walk in and slip on the floor and get paid. If you got stomped down in the mall and none of the mall staff, security, police that be in there helped resolve the situation or made a report after the situation happened, that's not you trying to get a come up. That's negligence, my guy. Bro really went to the hospital. All right. I'm done, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see y'all tonight. DKE, what's going on, brother? Hey, any independent artists, y'all know Monday night is industry night. It is absolutely free. Cali HTX off 290 in Bingle. Bring your music. Last night, I want to say, last week we did the talent show. I did old school talent show. Last night from that talent show, I think I played four or five artists' music on the radio live from the talent show. They didn't give me a dime. They had great music, and they got off their ass and came to Cali. And they pulled up in person. And I thought the music was good, so we showed them some love on the radio last night. That's what it's really about, showing love and being able to use your platform in a manner that allows people opportunities to change their fortune and change their outcome, because you're doing the right thing with the platform. So again, tonight, Monday night, industry night at Cali HTX. Artists, y'all pull up, network, bring your music. And you know, it's easy to like a picture from the couch. But hey, man, when you really get out of the house and really come meet and build and network, man, things could get different for you. Real talk. So again, we at Cali HTX tonight. Right off 290 in Bingle, between Bingle and Tidwell. Absolutely free, black-owned establishment. We are definitely supporting black-owned businesses all year round, unapologetically. So tonight we are at Cali HTX. I pray for resolution in this situation for all parties involved. Because a lot of time, man, people like to laugh and make joke, and people jump in the comments saying whatever they feel. At the end of the day, feelings ain't facts. People can feel how they want to feel. The facts are somebody's child said that they were disrespected by a 73-year-old, which caused the father to come and put himself in harm's way. And the 73-year-old retaliated after he said he was mushed, big face, hand put in his face, ended up getting stomped out in front of kids. And if they were at the mall other people's kids was in the mall, and some parents had to have a conversation on their way home, like, man, this is life don't be right all the time. So just because we saw the video don't mean that other people in the mall don't have to have a conversation with their kids about life because somebody ended up getting jumped on in the mall, regardless of the situation. So again, I know common sense ain't common all the time. I do understand that I have a platform and a lot of love and respect in my city that I spend a lot of time serving. So, you know, whenever his family reached out and asked me, hey, could you figure out why he got jumped on? Then we used the platform to figure out what happened. So again, tonight we are at Cali HTX. We'd love to see y'all. Y'all can pull up and network. DJ Anarchy live in the mix. And man, we gonna be outside doing what we normally do, which is loving on the city and helping these artists get done what they need to get done. We definitely will see y'all tomorrow morning. About 9 o'clock, we're going to jump on the live. Thank y'all for watching on Facebook and on YouTube. You can go back and share the video later. We'll